That's not what it's about. So I get that very strongly. So there's a mole in the house. Now, the mole can be working for the good side or the bad side, the crime family or the cops, right? Like, I don't know which side, and sometimes the cops can be bad and the crime family can be good because it's all flipped and crazy. I also then whipped right over to Dylan, and there is a complete mask over her energy field. I cannot read her for the life of me, and she is not who she presents herself to be. I will tell you that. I feel like it's a complete inversion. It's completely inverted. It's not as she presents herself.
You fucking asshole! You fucking liar! You fucking manipulator!
Don't wear that outfit again.
I'm in the busy everything.
I can promise you that you've never seen these pictures of Dylan Mortensen before. I haven't until today. First of all, I need to thank Melissa because you're a godsend. I don't know how you do it, where you find these things, but you're freaking amazing. Anyways, you guys, these pictures I'm about to show you are pictures of Dylan Mortensen the day of November 13th, 2022, between 12 p.m. after the 911 call and sunset, before the body removal happened in that evening. These pictures are of Dylan being escorted out from 1122 King towards Taylor Blake. She has a backpack, she's got her braids. We know it's her because she's worn braids before, and you can just tell it's Dylan. You can just tell. But here you go.
And then there's drugs.
AM 42, 2nd, November 13, 2022.
911 location of your emergency.
Hi, something is happening. Something happened in our house. We don't know what.
What is the address of the emergency?
1122.
What is the rest of the address?
Oh, Kings Road.
Okay. And is that a house or an apartment?
It's a house.
Can you repeat the address to make sure that I have it right?
I'll talk to you guys. We live at the White, so we're next to them.
I need someone to repeat the address for verification.
The address, 1122 King Road.
And tell me exactly what's going on.
One of the roommates has passed out, and she was drunk last night, and she's not waking up.
Okay.
Oh, and they saw some man in their house last night. Yeah. Hi, this is
And are you with the patient? Okay, I need someone to keep the phone, stop passing it around.
Can I just tell you what happened pretty much?
What is going on currently? Is someone passed out right now?
I don't really know, but pretty much at 4 a.m.
Okay, I need to know what's going on right now if someone is passed out. Can you find that out?
Yeah, I'll come. Come on, Bethany, we gotta go check. But we have to. Did she pass out? She's passed out. What's wrong? She's not waking up.
Okay, one moment. I'm getting help started that way.
Okay, thank you. What's wrong? Okay.
Okay, and how old is she?
She's 20.
20, you said?
Yes, 20 here. 20
Okay.
Hello? Hello?
Okay, I need someone to stop passing the phone around because I've talked to 4 different people.
Okay, Sorry, they just gave me the phone.
Is she breathing?
Hello?
Is she breathing?
No.
Okay.
Bethany, alright. Dylan, I need you to keep talking to them, okay? I can't talk to them. I need you to talk to them.
Okay. Hello?
Okay. I have already sent the ambulance and law enforcement. Stay on the line. If there is a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
Say that again? There's a police here right now.
Okay. If there is a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
We don't have one. I think yes. Do you have a defibrillator? Yes, we have one.
Are you talking to the officer?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to let you go since he's there with you and can help you.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Okay.
Hey, quick break. If you enjoy body cam footage, make sure to check out my other channel, Crime Gone Wild. I post some really cool and intense body cam videos that you won't want to miss. Click the link in the description or in the pinned comment and hit that subscribe button. Now, let's get back to the video. Now that we played the 911 call that was made that afternoon, we need to examine what the roommates were doing before they made the call to understand how things aren't aligning.
Shocking new revelations in the brutal murders of 4 Idaho college students last fall. A new report claims the 2 roommates who survived the massacre were awake and texting each other while their 4 friends were stabbed to death one by one. This new
Yes, they were awake, texting throughout the night. But what did they say? During the slayings, the roommates texted each other back and forth and were up the entire time. Between 4:22 a.m. and 4:24 a.m., as they were texting each other, something stood out. Dylan texted Bethany, saying she was confused about what was happening. Bethany responded by mentioning that Xana was wearing all black. But how would Bethany know to mention that unless Dylan had referenced it beforehand? This makes the messages seem pre-planned, as if they had been rehearsed. Dylan then proceeded to call Ethan. No answer. At 4:24 a.m., Dylan texted Bethany saying, "I'm screwed though." Bethany responded, "Yeah, I know, but it's better than being alone." What did they mean by this? Why would Dylan say she was screwed? What were they trying to hide? At 4:32 a.m., Dylan texted Kaylee saying, "Please answer," but didn't follow up until 6 hours later at 10:23 a.m. She then texted her dad, but that text exchange was never released to the public. What do you think it said? Later, they claimed that Dylan had received text messages and calls from other friends that morning. However, we know those friends were there before the 911 call was even made. Throughout that time, the roommates were on Snapchat and social media. Now that you have a rough timeline of the events, does it make sense that someone in a frozen shock phase would be texting Bethany, messaging friends and family, but then wait 6 hours later to call 911, only to say that their friend passed out and was drunk?
And she was drunk last night and she's not waking up.
To me, it seems like they knew what happened and were coming up with the story to tell the rest of us. The real evidence is in Snapchat. Reports show that Dylan and Bethany were on Snapchat and Instagram, receiving and sending calls, messages, and taking photos from 8 a.m. to 11:57 a.m. on November 13th, just 1 minute before making the 911 call. Yet we were only shown text messages from their phones. Where did the Snapchat messages go?
Are you nervous?
A little bit.
Yeah. The fact that he's coming forward, it takes a lot of courage, and I don't want his life to be affected in a negative way because of internet sleuths. So we pitched down his voice and we didn't show his face at all because we want to protect him.
I was telling you the other day, it's like cracking back into trauma, and just like a bunch of stuff that you just want to forget.
So right now we are looking up messages that were in the Snapchat group that Dave was a part of.
I'm pretty sure that's it. But that does not look like 3 days worth of Snapchats that I
Yeah.
would even send today.
Sent, saved, chat.
And these are your messages.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's it.
This is,
And it wouldn't even show
this
other
looks like
people.
everything that I can see or can send. Wait, look at the dates. The
12th, so 13th.
Look at the timestamp. 05:16 in the morning. Look at the next timestamp. 17:35. What? Snapchat's basically saying that I did not use Snapchat for 12, 13 hours all day Sunday. That is not true. That is not true.
Missing time.
That's just the group chat. That's not even my individual snaps. Where are all of my snaps that I sent to people asking if they were okay? And this is two ways, right? This is saying that I didn't message anybody for 12 hours and nobody messaged to me for 12 hours. That's also considering all of the other group chats I was in too. Radio silent for 12 hours? No. Guaranteed, no.
It's obvious the Idaho roommates were involved in something they want hidden from the public. But what?
Yeah, good evening, Jason. So apparently Kohberger's attorney says that one of the surviving roommates allegedly heard or saw things that could clear the suspect's name, according to a court filing. In the documents obtained by Fox News, the subpoena demands one of the surviving roommates, Bethany Funk, appear in court in June to testify at Bryan Kohberger's preliminary hearing. This is not the roommate who witnessed a masked man in their home the morning 4 of her friends were murdered, but a second roommate who told police she was in the basement at the time and never went upstairs. According to the court documents, Kohberger's defense team says she has, quote, information unique to her experiences and cannot be provided by another witness. Funk is fighting the subpoena. Her attorney filed a motion saying even if her client has exculpatory evidence, which remains unknown, quote, there is no place or reason to present that evidence at a preliminary hearing.
On the night of November 13th, 2022, Xana and Ethan were supposedly at a party at the frat house. Maddie and Kaylee were at the corner club before stopping at the grub truck to pick up food on their way home. But where were Bethany and Dylan that night? Notice that on the night of the slayings, we have a timeline for all of the Idaho roommates except Bethany and Dylan. Where were they? In a case where the timeline is so crucial, their whereabouts remain unknown. Could there be a connection with Bethany? Was she at the park that day?
I want to go back now to some breaking news. The suspect in the murders of 4 University of Idaho students has partially outlined his alibi for the morning of the murders.
So we know today was the deadline to file if the defense wanted to be able to use that alibi in the trial. Court documents say that Kohberger claims he was driving in the early morning hours on the night of the murders, as he, quote, often did to hike and run and or to see the moon and stars. It goes on to say that he drove that night throughout the area south of Pullman and west of Moscow, including to Hawaii Park. Throughout the area south of Pullman and west of Moscow, including to Hawaii Park.
I believe she knows more information that could be exculpatory for Kohberger. Even with this ongoing case and the uncertainty surrounding her whereabouts, the surviving roommates fled the state. They no longer live in Idaho. Now Bethany is being nominated as an Alpha Chi Omega fraternity sweetheart, similar to what they did for Ethan's sister at Sigma Chi.
Because there is also a ritualistic aspect to it. The Greek system, the numerology, the sigil magic that Dylan put the tattoo on her arm. I'm not disputing getting a tattoo after someone dies. As you know, I did the same thing. It's what the tattoo is. That is a sigil. Okay, so I feel like there's a specific reason for that. It's a numerology. All of the kids' names are connected energetically. That's why they were brought there. There's a connection.
Is Sloan Bella's prediction right? Could this have been a Greek ritualistic sacrifice? I'm sure more information will come out, but so far, it certainly seems that way.
has information material to the charges against the accused killer. Portions of the information Ms. Funk has is exculpatory.
We're waiting.
Claims the two roommates who survived the massacre were awake and texting each other.
Kohberger's defense team reveals that there's a 3-person mixture
They're not telling
in the
us.
DNA found underneath the left fingernail of victim Madison Logan.
3 different DNAs found underneath Maddie's fingernails, and none of them Bryan Kohberger. None of them Bryan Kohberger.
That you saw when you showed up.
Well, there was a lot of blood. It was, yeah.
Nowhere in the description of this person is blood. And that astounds me. I would just think that somebody would have to be covered in blood.
Drunk last night, not waking up. Okay. Oh, and they saw some man in their house last night.
It's a very sad scene.